I call on the benevolent and loving presence of God, the archangels and angels, the guardians, the masters, and the ancient ones. We ask that you join us now. We ask that you create this moment as a moment of powerful transformation, and a moment where the illusions fall away and we see in truth. We are going to climb a mountain, and every step of this mountain has purpose. Every step of this mountain matters, and you will be shedding all illusions with every step that you take. With the first step, I want you to cast off your job or what it is that you do. Maybe your primary role is a caregiver as a parent. Maybe you work for yourself or you work for someone else, but as of this moment, no more. You cast off your job and what you do. Continuing to take steps forward and up the mountain, now cast off your education. Maybe that's just high school, or maybe you got your GED. Maybe you have a bachelor's degree or you have 2 doctorates. Whatever your education level is now, you cast it off because it is only a means of separating you from your truth. Now we're going to cast off our physical appearances. Whatever hairstyle you have, or whatever it was when you had it, cast it off. Whatever the color is, whether it comes from Mother Nature or from a box, whatever the style is, the cut, curly or straight, cast it off now because it is only an illusion. It is not you. Now your eye color as well. Whether genetics gave you blue eyes or brown, green or hazel, no more. You have now only the eyes of love. We identify so much with our style, and when you take the next step up this mountain, I want you to cast that off as well. Whether you consider yourself hippie, trendy, edgy, professional, whatever your personal style is for this incarnation, cast it off because, again, it is only a means to separate us from each other. Now we're continuing up the mountain, and you're feeling lighter already. But the next things we're going to cast are going to be really big ones. And so you are prepared and you are ready. Set down money at this part of the journey. Set it down. Bank accounts, credit cards, paychecks, savings accounts, portfolios, investments. Set it all down because it's just temporary and it's part of the illusion. It does not define you. It has nothing to do with who you really are. Now for the next part, you're going to let go of, for what a lot of people will be your anchor and your safe place, your home. Do you live in a small home or a big home? Do you own a cabin by the lake? Whatever type of dwelling you live in, leave it here and continue to walk up the mountain, knowing that, again, we are just shedding the facades and the illusions. None of this is really who you are. It is just something to separate you from each other. We're continuing to climb, and around the next corner, we are going to cast off all family labels. So this means, am I a daughter or a son, a sister or a brother, a husband or a wife, father or mother? Do I identify as single, married, divorced, or widowed? Cast these off. Because again, these are not the true you. These are choices for one single incarnation. They do not define you. They only serve to separate us. And now, whatever language you speak, whether it's 1 or 5, cast them away because we only speak the true language of love here. There is only one true language, and it's the language of the soul. All others are merely separation. Cast them away now. We only need to speak in love. Continuing up the mountain, we're now to the place of borders. You see, we identify so strongly with the borders that separate us from others in humanity. Whether that means I'm a U.S. citizen, I'm an American, I'm from Oklahoma, right down to the street that I live on. These two are illusions, only separating you from the others on this planet that harmonize and speak the language of love. Leave them here, all borders of separation. Continuing up the mountain now, we are going to let go of what we consider our race. Whether we identify as white, Black, Native, Asian, Middle Eastern, whatever those identifications are, they're only for this single incarnation. You can leave them here. We're continuing to strip away all illusions of separation until we come back to a place of inclusiveness, back to a place of just light and love. Now we're going to leave our beliefs, our religious beliefs, whether we identify as Christian, spiritual, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, atheist, or agnostic. Those are terms used to separate and divide us and to keep us from seeing each other in truth. Leave those beliefs here and continue up the mountain. And at this part of the journey, we're going to leave behind gender, whether I identify as male or identify as female. And this includes whether I feel I am attracted to male or female, or I identify as straight, gay, bisexual, or pansexual. These are all labels, and we leave them here. Continuing up the mountain, we are so close now. And the very last one we're going to leave are our political beliefs. Whether I identify as Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, or Libertarian. I leave those here now because if there was ever a moment in time where our beliefs were dividing us more than any time, it's now. They are illusions of separation. They are not real. They only serve to divide us and keep us separated from our true inclusiveness and our personal power as souls. Leave them here and continue up. Up the mountain we go to the very top. And you see at this point, we're just light. In this moment, you have shed everything that separates you from the others in this room and that separate you from every other being on this planet. It's all an illusion, the separation. None of it is real. And you are capable, and it is time of seeing past that illusion and into the light beings that we truly are. We all come from the same source, from the same beginning, the same light that broke off from source light eons and eons ago. Everything else is an accessory. It's just an illusion of separation, and we can choose to let it be. See yourself in truth, and then see the person sitting on each side of you. They are magnificent spirit beings. They are beautiful, and they are perfect exactly as they are. There's no need for anything other than being. This is your truth. Take it with you today and every day, and remember who you truly are. Namaste.